Hello viewers, in our previous video we have seen about what is coronavirus, how it spreads, what should we do to prevent the virus. Now in this video let us see about what are the testing methods available to test a patient for COVID-19. So we'll be looking into the following topics: whom should get tested, what are the different types of tests available, how the tests are being done, and how to interpret the results. ICMR has recommended individuals belonging to the following categories should definitely be tested: all symptomatic individuals who have undergone international travel in the last 14 days, all symptomatic contacts of laboratory confirmed cases, all symptomatic healthcare workers, all patients with severe acute respiratory illness, those having fever, cough or shortness of breath, and asymptomatic contacts of confirmed case. There are two types of testing methods. One is a molecular assay and the other one is immunoassay. The molecular assay detects the genetic material of the virus, whereas the immunoassay test detects the antibodies produced by the body to fight against the virus. Coming to the molecular methods, currently they are performing three types of molecular test. One is real-time PCR, other one is TrueNAT beta COVID test, and the other one is Cepheid Expert. Now let us see about RT-PCR, which is real-time polymerase chain reaction. This is the most predominant method used for diagnosing coronavirus. All these molecular methods detects the genetic material of the virus. This coronavirus has got a genetic material which is positive sense RNA, and also there are many proteins like envelope protein, S protein, M protein, N protein, etc. This PCR detects a specific fragment of the genetic material which codes for any one of these proteins. Different kits use different gene targets. Some kits use S gene, some kits use E gene, some kits use combination of genes. When combination of genes are used, that kit will be more sensitive and specific. The samples used for this molecular methods are mostly upper respiratory samples like nasopharyngeal samples and oropharyngeal samples. Lower respiratory samples like sputum, BAL samples can also be used, but there is a risk of aerosol generation while collecting the lower respiratory samples. So the procedure of the PCR method is: first the nucleic acid of the virus, that is RNA, is extracted from the sample, is converted into complementary DNA, and then it is amplified into millions of copies in the thermocycler, and then the amount of specific RNA, if present, is measured and detected by the RT-PCR machine. By doing the PCR, we'll know whether the particular segment of RNA of coronavirus is present in the sample or not, and also we can know the quantitative information of the viral load. Next we'll be looking into the TrueNAT test. It is a chip-based real-time PCR method. The principle is same as the PCR method we saw. That is extraction of nucleic acid and amplification of the nucleic acid and detection of the nucleic acid. This TrueNAT is already been done for detecting the tuberculosis test. ICMR has recently approved this TrueNAT test for detecting the COVID-19 samples. It is only a screening test. If the sample is positive in the TrueNAT test, it has to be confirmed by the RT-PCR method. Once again, in this TrueNAT test, there are two machines, one for the extraction of the nucleic acid and one for the amplification and detection of the nucleic acid. Next molecular method is Cepheid Expert test. It is a cartridge-based nucleic acid amplification test. The principle of this test is also same as the previous two tests, that is nucleic acid extraction, amplification and detection of the target sequence. It is a fully automated system. We just have to load the sample into the cartridge. Next, coming to immunoassays. These immunoassays detects the antibodies produced up by your body to fight against the virus. It is a rapid card method which mainly detects two antibodies, that is IgM antibodies and IgG antibodies. It takes about 1 week for the IgM antibodies to develop, and they persist in our blood till 21 days. And for the IgG to appear, it will appear around the 10th day of infection and remains in the blood for a long time. The sample we use here is a serum, plasma or blood, and this is not a confirmatory test. This is also just a screening test. This is mainly used to assess the prevalence of the disease in a specified area. This rapid test cannot be used until the symptoms have been present for at least 1 week, but the molecular assays can be done even in an asymptomatic patient. Now coming to the interpretation of results. PCR alone is positive. It means the patient is in the window period of infection. If the PCR and IgM are positive, it means the patient is in the early stage of infection. If all the three tests are positive, it means the patient is in the active phase of infection. If just PCR and IgG are positive, it means the patient is in the late stage of infection. If only IgM is positive, it means the patient is in the early stage of infection and PCR results may be false positive. If only IgG is positive, that means the patient have had the past infection and has recovered now. Only the antibodies, that is IgM and IgG, are positive. The patient is in the recovery stage. Thank you for watching.